So, is this Manhattan? Is this Miami? No, it's Panama City. So, what's up, guys? Welcome to another video on my channel. And yes, you read the title right. There is a new country added to geoguessr, as well as quite some new places that you're about to find out. And the big, massive news is that there's a new country added, and that is the great country of Panama. So there you can see all the coverage that is on Panama. You can see that the country is covered pretty thoroughly. There is obviously no coverage here near the jungle and the mountains, and obviously here near the mountains as well. But quite a massive part of Panama is actually covered. There is quite a lot of coverage in the bigger cities like David and Panama City, obviously, which actually is looking really like maybe like a big American city with downtown and everything. I'll show you just in a bit. And also there is some other big news, and that is that Qatar got new coverage as well. So as you probably know, Qatar had quite a few streets covered, and most of them were in Doha. There was one weird thing that was going like north, but it wasn't pretty much anything. And it also was quite easy to distinguish from Dubai or the United Arab Emirates as whole thing, because most of the time it was with Google car and was near like stadiums or something big. Most of the times it was World Cup stadiums actually, which was really interesting. But now you've got the whole country covered, all of Doha, all of these, not all, but most of these roads that are going through the desert to the other Qatari cities. And that's also quite a massive update, because it will include quite some 50-50s between Qatar and the United Arab Emirates. And that I think will be quite interesting thing to see how people guess, and how they will probably find more and more methods to distinguish the two countries. And here is some coverage from the streets in Qatar. It's probably some highway that I just clicked, but it's really interesting. It's just really looks like UAE, to be honest. That's what surprised me, and I believe these rounds would be so hard to distinguish. Maybe there will be some car methods, because as we know there is no car visible in most of the United Arab Emirates. But yeah, probably this antenna means something, or I don't know yet. But yeah, it's pretty distinctive and really interesting new coverage that I'm really excited about. So really quick before we start to play some Panama, to actually see how guessing in that Latin American country is, let me tell you real quick that there's also quite some new coverage in Greece, which as you probably know hasn't had any new coverage since 2019 or 2018 or something like that, I believe. But quite a few new islands are covered, which is also really interesting. And region guessing in Greece could become quite an important thing for you if you play on if you get Greece on any kind of like world map or something like that. And yeah, and as for Panama, I've heard that it's quite looking like maybe Guatemala, like Mexico, but also it somewhat looks like South America, so maybe something like Brazil or something like that. So really interesting. It also has some car meta, which we are about to see right now. As you can see, I am just playing the regular made from GeoGuessr Panama map. I've gotten a 12,000 point score on my first game, which was quite interesting actually. And it's quite interesting to see that also there are quite some 25Ks already, even though the new country got added, I believe, yesterday. So yeah, we're gonna play no moving. Let's see. Right, so straight away I can see that it looks a lot like Mexico. It has these cobblestone or like concrete roads that are like common in the Philippines, but this got nothing to do with the Philippines, to be honest. I've seen that we've got these green plates, not just on taxis, but I believe there's like a green stripe on the top of some of the car license plates. I probably just click somewhere something like this. I've absolutely no idea how to region guess Panama. Um, let's say it. And yeah, to be honest, I don't know if it's low cam or something like that, but there's quite a wide blur on the Panama car, and you can always see this weird antenna that is tilted, I believe, the way towards the camera, and it has some stuff that is around it, and it's quite distinctive. It has some car meta, which could make the country quite easy to guess. This also quite flat, so I probably think something like around here as well. Again, I just don't know. And it's near Panama City. I believe quite a few of the rounds would be around Panama City, actually, on Panama. You've got the same car here. Again, it looks like, this looks a bit more maybe like Brazil or like Colombia or something. As I said, Panama is quite a combination between Mexico and maybe Brazil and some other South American countries. So it's quite interesting. Maybe it wouldn't be that easy for not that experienced players to distinct it. But to this car meta, I believe it won't be really that hard. This again, I believe, should be something like this, or maybe further south, I don't know. It's just around the center most of the times, around Panama City or around here. So it's nothing special, even though there is coverage as we've seen around here, and going down this road over here, the one that is that's actually a interesting thing. North and South America are not connected because there is jungle here where the roads between Colombia and Panama cannot connect. There is quite a bit of massive and deep jungle. There are mountains, and also there is like a way for drugs, or something like that, to go through here from Colombia to Panama to go to America or something like that. And it's not really optimal to build a road, and that's why actually North and South America are not connected, which is a really interesting story, I believe. But yeah, let's not go away from our theme today. And here, as you can see, there's this weird car that says some stuff down there. This is not like a promotion, but yeah, you can see these things are written here. So this is a round that looks maybe like, I don't know, it looks like Mexico, but I have absolutely no idea. I just click here again. It's just there on the one. But yeah, this like looks exactly like Colombia, if you ask me. There's this white blur, and also, as you can see, 2023 coverage. And also, it's quite interesting to know that there is this white blur in more countries, for example, like Cambodia, because GeoGuessr have decided to cover the countries more cheaply, and because of that, they have this cheaper camera that creates this massive blur. And I believe in quite some countries that will be visible. Again, you can see that there's a green license plate. Actually, if you think about it, I believe maybe quite some people would make a mistake between Panama and Philippines, because the climate is somewhat similar, and these green plates are quite common in Philippines as well as in Panama. I believe this will be one bigger city, suburbs, maybe something like this. And it's actually Colon. So yeah, really interesting again. So I probably didn't get the best score at Panama, just 5,000 points. But I believe it's fine, because just in the beginning there are no metas that I know of about region guessing and some other stuff about this country. So just real quick, we're gonna play one game on Qatar to see the new coverage there, and we'll be gone with the video. So again, for Qatar, we're just playing the classic GeoGuessr map, and the bad thing about Qatar is that still most of the coverage is in Doha, so there wouldn't be really much region guessing possible. Still, obviously, Qatar is quite a small country, so just overall it isn't possible, and much points aren't available there. But yeah, well, let's see how the rounds are looking now that it's updated. So yeah, this just, I believe, is a classic suburb Doha round. So we've obviously got this white car, got black back of the sign, which is interesting, and we've also got these red stripes on the car plates, which are quite an interesting meta for Qatar. You see it here. You can also see these red strips in Albania, but they're quite rare there, and also on every single car in Kyrgyzstan. So you can distinguish these countries by that. So yeah, what a guess though. Yeah, just most of the coverage and most of the rounds are around Doha or in Doha. So Yeah, again, you can see that there are some of the World Cup stadiums here covered. I wouldn't really be bothered to try and find them, because what we're looking for here are the new rounds and some ones like this. Here again, you can see that there is some smaller streets covered. There you can see some signs as well. You can again see that there are these red strips on the car license plate. If, of course, the round decides to load. I again believe to be something in Doha, so nothing really interesting. And there we go. It's actually going further out to the west here. And before that, you only had rounds like around here and a bit further north up to Al Khor or something like that. So that was quite a new thing. And yeah, this I believe could also be outside of Doha. You can see it's quite a like a Saharan climate, like in the desert, and it also quite a lot looks like the outskirts of Dubai. So quite interesting 50-50s would be found between these two countries. I am absolutely clueless as for where I should be clicking most of these rounds, but I'll just click. There we go. It's Al Khor again, but you can see that we're getting quite a few rounds outside of Doha again, so that's quite nice. And as I said, you have this antenna on most of the rounds, so you can distinct that as well. You also have the red strip again, and yep, it's just quite nice. We're probably in some poor neighborhood here because as a whole Qatar is quite nice. Let's try something different, why not? Let's try this city down here, why not? And it's Doha again, but yep, we again saw what Qatar was like, and it's nothing special, but I love to see more and more countries getting fully covered, because Qatar got coverage just in Doha when it got added, and that wasn't really ideal because it was quite easy and there wasn't really much thrill in guessing there. But now I believe it would be quite a bit more interesting, since there is like 50-50 between it and the United Arab Emirates. And that will be all from this video, guys. Really hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something new, and hope you found interesting all these facts about these new countries, and the most importantly about Panama that just got added. I really hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe the video for more videos like this, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.